Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Sydney from PhoneDog.com and welcome to this week's episode of The Dog Pound, the show where I will be recapping all of the latest news from PhoneDog.com, mobile technology, new phones, rumors, all kinds of cool stuff. So let's get started. So first of all, the big news that you probably already know about, but just in case you don't, I'm going to recap it anyway, is the jury's final decision in the Apple versus Samsung trial. This was a big deal. Two giant tech companies, patent battles, Apple versus Samsung. There's a lot at stake here, and the jury, after only 2 days of deliberation, came to its decision. And it was not good for Samsung. Basically, the jury sided with Apple on virtually every single decision. They found that Samsung violated every single one of Apple's patents that it brought against Samsung, save for the patents relating to the iPad and the Galaxy Tab. But everything related to the phone, the jury found that Samsung violated those patents. They found that they were not able to invalidate those patents, and Samsung now owes Apple a little over $1 billion. Now, more than that, there's even some deeper implications here. The jury also found that Samsung willingly and knowingly violated these patents, so it knew that it was doing it, and it found that the Samsung parent company forced its US counterparts to also violate these patents. So that's kind of an even bigger deal than the fact that they violated them in the first place. Now, there were a couple of Samsung devices that did escape judgment. The Captivate, the Vibrant, the Replenish are among some of those devices. These patents had to do with things like pinch to zoom, tap to zoom, the bounce back effect you see whenever you're scrolling through a page, and Samsung again was found to violate all of those. And the bad news just kept coming for Samsung, because after the jury said that it found Samsung to violate all of Apple's patents, in turn it said that Apple did not violate any of Samsung's patents. So this was a complete and total domination by Apple, at least in the eyes of the jury. Now, I mentioned earlier the patents related to the iPad and the Galaxy Tab. The jury did not find the Galaxy Tab to infringe any of those patents. So the Galaxy Tab is okay. There's still an injunction on it in the US, but Google is hoping to get that lifted sometime soon. Now, of course, this isn't the end. Samsung will obviously be appealing this. Google has said that the patent office will be taking a look at these patents to see if they are still valid. So there's still a couple of legal proceedings that could take place before we see a complete and final verdict. But at least for now, it's definitely bad news for Samsung. Apple is obviously completely overjoyed about this. You can read their statements in these articles on PhoneDog.com. So if you're still happy with Apple after this ruling and you want to hear about some more Apple news, here it is. We're hearing that the iPad mini could be announced at an event in October. Now, originally we heard that the new iPhone and the iPad mini will be announced together at an event in September, but now we're hearing that it will be two separate events, one in September and then one in October. Now, going along with this rumored September timeframe for a new iPhone, we're now hearing that both Verizon and AT&T have put vacation blackouts in effect for September 21st through 30th. Now, AT&T has already responded and said this isn't true. They don't have a vacation blackout in effect, but we've heard from several employees that they are, so it's kind of up in the air if this is true or not, but at least we know that Verizon does have this vacation blackout in effect. Now, will these be the dates when we'll see the new iPhone or when it will be released to the public to buy? We don't really know. I mean, it seems kind of obvious, but this could be for another phone or for just some other promotion that they're having. We'll just have to wait and see. Again, the rumored time frame is September. We're hearing that September 12th could be when the event takes place, so we'll let you know if we hear anything more about that. Now, one event that we do know about for sure is an event on September 5th with Microsoft and Nokia. Now, it's pretty obvious what we're going to see here, more than likely some new Lumia Windows phones, but we don't have a lot of details on those phones. But that changed last week whenever we heard about two phones, the Aero and the Fi. Now, the Fi is supposed to be a hero device for AT&T that will be the successor to the Lumia 800 and the Lumia 900. So it will be the flagship Lumia Windows Phone device, the awesome one that everyone wants. And then the Aero will be kind of more of a mid-range device, and that will be heading to T-Mobile. Now, along with these two phones, we're also hearing that a phone similar to the Aero will be heading to Verizon. Now, we don't have really any details on the specs for these phones. We'll definitely know on September 5th, but if we know about anything before then, keep on PhoneDog.com because we will let you guys know. So September is going to be a busy month. We're hearing we could see the new iPhone, we have the Windows Phone event on September 5th, and then Amazon announced they will be holding a press conference on September 6th. Now, what are we going to see at this press conference? Well, chances are it's going to be the Kindle Fire 2. We don't really know for sure, but it makes sense. It was around this same time last year whenever Amazon announced the original Kindle Fire. So, we're hearing that we could see the Kindle Fire 2. We don't have a lot of solid information on what the Fire 2 will be like. Could possibly have a larger display, but we'll know for sure, so mark your calendars for September 6th if you are in the market for what will probably be an inexpensive Android tablet. And there it is, that's the news, and that is the show. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure and check out the description below the YouTube video because I will have links to all of the articles that I talked about. But other than that, keep it on PhoneDog.com for more news, updates, and reviews. I'm Sydney from PhoneDog, and I will see you guys later. Bye.